Hey, what's up, children of the sun? This is your spiritual advisor, Monterey Bible. We're going to be doing a pick a card reading. So I'm going to have you pick a number between one, two, or three. One, two, or three. And then I'm going to do a reading for you. So everybody can have a different reading based upon the numbers that you pick. Now, even within that reading, I'm going to do another pick a card. So even if you pick a certain number, don't worry about it. Your reading could even come up with something even different because I'm going to have you do another pick a card during that session. I'm going to put chapters in this video, so if you need to skip ahead after you pick your number, feel free to do it. Okay, so let's get right to it. So I've already pre-shuffled for this deck. I want you to concentrate on the topic that you are thinking about, and it can be about anything. This is a general reading. This is deck one. This is deck two, and this is deck three right here. So different decks. So I'm going to pull cards from each one. So you're going to decide one, two, or three. Okay. So get that in your mind now. This reading is for everyone who picked deck one. You get the Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. Okay. Your message is to be fearless and bold. So this is that you may be forced to face things that may be a little bit uncomfortable, but with the Badger, remember, there's beauty in this. There's beauty. He's got these flowers. Is to be focusing on the positive things. Your second message is you are good enough. This is, I feel like, with this Virgo energy saying that not only are you being fearless and bold, but you are good enough. You're showing the beauty in life. Virgo energy. Look, both of these have flowers in the hair. I don't know if you noticed this. I try to notice the little things. They both have flowers in the hair. So this is about um, focusing on self-love. I do believe this is about self-love, knowing that you're good enough, not being afraid of what's happening. And we're going to pull these cards for you. Okay, so first off, I see the Devil card. And this is talks about you've been having some toxic relationships. I'm only going to say this because I have cups all in this reading. So the Devil card says you are up to a challenge. You may be dealing with someone that is very hard to deal with. The Devil card says that this person is in your life for a reason, but also this person brings a lot of challenges to your life. And just because this is the Devil card doesn't mean this is something that you can't escape. This is something that you can decide to separate yourselves from. Now, it may be that you've already separated yourself from the situation. You have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups says that there are things that may be trying, the universe is trying to offer you maybe a new opportunity, a new chance at love, but you still may be too focused on that past, that Three of Cups, which is someone that you had a lot of fun with, but maybe it was just toxic. This can be a lover or a friend, it doesn't matter, but this is someone that you've had some bad blood with. And the universe is trying to offer you something new, but you're just kind of hesitant. You're kind of got your arms and you're like, you're not open to new opportunities right now. This is why the cards are saying that you're good enough and that you got to be fearless and bold. What are you going to be bold about? You've got this Two of Cups reverse that you need to separate yourself from toxic people. That's just straight up. You are going to have to separate yourself from toxic people. Two of Cups is about separation. This is about this may not get any better. You're going to have to go from this devil energy of holding on to something that you know isn't helping you, holding on to people that aren't helping you, people that are bringing out the worst in you, bringing out toxic energy, and saying Two of Cups, I'm going to separate it. So I want you to pick a card one, two, or three, and let's decide what is the best thing for you. And this is where we're going to get different messages for different people. Card one, two, or three. One, two, or three. What is the best thing for you to do right now? If you pick card number one, just know that you have a lot of protection energy around you. The universe is saying you can do what you want at this time. There is a universe, there's a circle of light around you. Once again, I feel like the circle around your head, a circle of protection around you, that the universe is giving you divine protection. So even if you feel scared, like, I don't want to cause trouble, even if you decide to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to confront this person, universe has got your back and you are protected, especially from toxic behavior. If you pick card number 2, you may feel blocked or you feel like you're not getting anywhere, but the universe is saying, I'm going to actually give you a breakthrough. This is Ganesh, the elephant god, uh, breaking through, giving you a breakthrough of something that you feel blocked from. So if you've been having a hard time meeting new people or you have a hard time expressing yourself, just look onto this card and this energy and saying, help me break through. If for those who picked card number 3, this is just about having the power to do what you can, the sun card. The sun card says just express yourself. You are light. And the light of your soul is going to shine through the darkness of the devil card. So your light will basically burn through this. Just be yourself, express yourself, and I think you will shine through the darkness. So all of you may be going through a certain something, but I think you'll all get through it. If you need a personal reading, let me know. I'm here for you and make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, then who will? This reading is for everyone who picked deck number 2. This is a reading for everyone who picked deck number 2. You get the Crow Spirit. It says to co-create with Spirit. This is the universe actually backing you up with anything that you wish to have. Anything that you wish to have, the universe is going to help you create it. You're not in this alone, and that your wish is about to be fulfilled. You also have the moon card Libra, which says a win-win situation is about to happen. This is about not only something happening in this season, in the Libra season, if you're watching this during October, but if not, this is still talking about balance. This is about balance between two different energies, two different people, two different situations, and that a win-win situation is about to happen. In regards to relationships, this is really great because something really good is going to happen. So we get the Seven of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. This is a lot of fire energy. Some of you may be dealing with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. The Seven of Swords tells me that there's been some secrets, some things that you don't know about in the past, some things that have been kind of hidden from you. And then it makes communication really hard. This could be your energy or someone that you're dealing with, the King of Wands. If you're dealing with the King of Wands energy, whether it's yours or somebody else's, this is a person who's afraid to move forward. This is a person who's afraid of doing something, even though they have the power to do so. This is also can be a person who is abusing their power. So be careful with that. This can come off as very abusive, as in physically abusive, but it also can just be someone who's just abusing power in general. So not a very good energy for someone who has the power to do something and is either using it wrong or not using it at all. So if you're in this situation, that's not the best situation to be in. But also, the Seven of Wands says that there's going to be a flipping of energy. This is feeling overwhelmed. This is a lot of energy coming at you. With the Seven of Wands, this is losing your footing. Okay, so right now it's kind of negative. I feel like either you're dealing with somebody who's giving you, overwhelming you, or you're afraid to move forward, and that fear of moving forward can cause a lot of things to erupt on you. The death card reverse saying that you need to work on transforming yourself. You need to work on internal transforming. What are you resisting change from? Why are you resisting change? The crow is saying that the universe wants you to create something new and wants you to balance out a situation, but this death card is saying that you're resisting change. If you're resisting change, you need to ask yourself, why are you resisting change? Is it because too much stuff is happening to you? I'm going to clarify this Seven of Wands because it's just really confusing for me. So let's clarify the Seven of Wands. Don't do this for everyone, but that's okay. You need to have joy in something. The joy card comes out because I feel like even though this is about changing your perspective on things, even though things may be feeling overwhelmed or you may feel overwhelmed in a situation, you need to find joy in what is happening. I feel that you have a connection with someone that's going to be a long term, even though what I'm sensing here is that there's a connection between two people, and one of the people in the situation is causing stress. So I'm gonna clarify that King of Wands here. Clarify the King of Wands. acceptance. All right, so you have someone with this King of Wands energy. This person isn't moving forward because they feel like there's something missing in their life. Okay, they've learned to realize that that missing piece may be you, or they're realizing that this chase for something different or new is futile. That they're accepting that that missing piece is another person. There's a lot of hearts in this situation. And the Seven of Wands tells me that they are feeling overwhelmed, but the service card says that you two have a connection and you two are supposed to be together for a long period of time. And if they can just kind of get past the things that are overwhelming them and look at the things that they enjoy, you can actually create a balanced situation here, because it looks like someone's always keeping things to themselves. Like they're always keeping things to themselves. They're not communicating. They're looking for something new or afraid to move forward, but they're getting to the point where they're accepting the situation for what it is. That this missing piece has always been there. And even though they feel overwhelmed, they're going to start looking at the people who are there for them. And they're going to start enjoying the people that are there for them. And this is where this balance of energy is going to come into play. Okay, so this is about internal transformation. There is a process happening here. Trust the process. I think you've been trying to create something with this situation. You're going to pick one more card, 1, 2, or 3, on what you should be doing in this situation. But I feel like either it's you or someone else's energy, because it's the bounce between two different people, and someone trying to do too much and not communicating it and feeling like there's something missing in their life, but they're changing. Something is changing within them, and they're starting to realize, hey, you know what? Why am I always looking outside when I need to be looking inside? Okay, pick card 1, 2, or 3. All right, for those who pick card number 1, the action that you need to be taking is the nurturer, the mother. This means like just really being that person who's just going to listen and take care of that other person. This is also nurturing your relationship, trying to make sure that they're okay. It's a very strong responsibility, because it's a delicate, because you're treating this person almost like you're their mother, okay? But it is a very motherly energy. All of you kind of have the similar energy. So whoever picked card number 2, you have the contemplator. This is more passive. You're kind of manifesting things with your mind. So envision how you want this relationship to go, and it'll start manifesting into what you want it to be. For those who pick card number 3, kind of like card number 1, you are the healer in this situation. You're in this situation to help bring this person, this relationship to a new level. So this is about emotional healing. If you feel like this is you, then you need to seek out the emotional healing, and perhaps the person that's in your life is there to bring you emotional healing. So the roles can be vice versa. But what I'm sensing here, that you, the watcher, you are a strong part of bringing the change in this relationship. So understand your responsibility in bringing change uh, in this connection, whether you're taking care of the person, whether you are manifesting something new, or whether you are becoming the healer. Okay. All right. That's your reading. If you need a personal reading, be sure to hit me up and make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, then who will? What's going on, everyone? This is for everyone who picked deck number 3. So for your reading, you get your dreams need a practical plan. The moon card is the Taurus moon. You need a practical plan for what you desire. Strong Venus energy here. And also, freedom is yours. So you have the horse spirit. So this is about your dreams and making things happen, and you're being free to choose what you desire. So very strong energy of freedom and dreams and creating what you want, but you need also a practical plan to make things happen. So let's look at what the cards are saying. You have the Ten of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. This is a very strong creative energy. We have a lot of elements here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. I think we have all the elements here. We have air, fire, water, and earth. This is the Four of Pentacles, talks about being stable, a practical plan. This is about saving your money up. The Ten of Swords says you have to end something to begin something. So there's something that you maybe already ended, So you know what that is. The Ten of Swords, if you don't, we can clarify that and maybe in a personal reading. But the Ten of Swords says you've already ended something or brought something to closure. And now the Two of Wands shows up saying that now you have to go back at something, rethink your plan out. What is your plan of action? This could be something that you try to do and it didn't work out. Now let's try to do it again in a different way. This is not doing it the same way. It's saying, cut out the stuff, quit doing it the same way. Now let's get a different plan of action and do it a different way. If you decide to do it a different way, the Ace of Cups, the universe is going to back you up and give you a whole new dose of creativity. So this is Ace of Cups can represent creativity, new spiritual awareness, or even a new love in your life. So this can cover so many different topics. I can't even go into it, but creativity or new love are possible with this energy. But this is not just desiring what you want. This is about actually looking at the situation and saying, I'm free. I can do whatever I want to, but how am I going to do it? Let me write this plan down and get things down on paper on what's the best way of me doing things. So let's look, and I want you to pick another card, one, two, or three, and what's the best plan for you. This is pretty straightforward. I almost don't even need any clarity with this one. So let's look. Card one, two, or three. Okay. For those who pick card number one, what should you do? I think you just need to get out there a little bit more. The planet says just get out into the world and then start expressing yourself on what you desire. I would say network and get to know people. The planet card is the world, just going out there and showing people what you can do. And the planet also has gravity, so you're going to attract people to you that do the same things or something that they want to help you with. Okay. So just getting out there, getting out a little bit more. If you pick card number two, you have the librarian. This is to stop. You don't need to be doing action right now. Unlike card number one, card number two says you need to do a little bit more research on what you want. Doing that research will teach you things about what you need to be doing that is going to help you in the future for your next steps. If you pick card number three, this is a very analytical, this is the thinker. This is saying not to be too emotional about the situation right now, but to look at your situation from the most analytical point of view. So when we're talking about analyzing the situation, this is looking at what has worked in the past and what hasn't worked in the past, and then redoing it or getting your plan together. So this is definitely a planner, but this is looking at a strategic uh, of action, a strategic plan of action on how you are going to get what you want, whether that's a creative pursuit, a job situation, or even a love pursuit. You got to look at what's worked in your dating life or what hasn't worked in your dating life and do something different. Okay, guys, so that's your reading. If you need a personal reading, I am here for you. And remember to make your reality happen because if you don't do it, then who will? Talk to you guys later. Peace out.